Yo, what's poppin', everyone? This is your boy Des the King, and we back again with another edition of King Talk TV. Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend or a wonderful Saturday. It's technically still the weekend. I have a guest coming on today, my man Jared. We're going to talk about being flexible and being willing to change things in your life when you feel like you're not living completely to your purpose. You know, you got to be flexible. You know what I mean? We got to live, we got to experience things, and that's how we're going to find our purpose. And me and my boy Jerry are going to spend a few minutes discussing that. I'm going to bring him on in a minute. But first, again, this is your boy Des the King. If you're watching this on YouTube, give me a like and subscribe. I post a lot of workout videos, a lot of motivational videos. I do this podcast weekly here. I bring on amazing people just trying to spread wisdom, knowledge, kindness, peace, all that to all my people all over the world. That is my purpose. And yeah, let's get into it, man. Just like, subscribe, join in the conversation. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, I have this pre-recorded. We did this live on my Instagram. So if you want to join me live next week, follow me on IG at Des the King. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to bring my boy Jared on right now, and we're going to get it started. About to get it popping in a minute. Yo, what's good, bro?
What up, King? Blessed, blessed, blessed.
Blessings, blessings, nothing but blessings, man. It's good to see you, bro. I'm glad you were able to take time out your busy day, man. I know you're busy. You're a businessman, and you got a whole lot going on, but I'm glad that you're here with me, bro. How are you doing?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I mean, right now I got this beautiful little purple flower sitting in front of me, and the weather's pretty nice. And it's just nice and quiet and peaceful morning. I can't complain, man.
I feel you, man, and you are the type of guy who notices little things like that, like the flowers and the smell in the air, you know, and that's what matters, bro. It's little things like that that help us get by, you know what I mean? And we're gonna talk about that. In the book
Yes, sir.
that I don't know if you recommended me this book or not, but in the book of The Way of the Superior Man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great book. I recommend that every man and lady read it and whatever. But today we are going to specifically talk about chapter 12, and what chapter 12 is entitled is "Be willing to change everything in your life." Be willing to change everything in your life. And I'm going to read a paragraph, my G, real quick, and
Yes,
I just want to get your thoughts on it, man. Just tell me what you think about it.
absolutely.
The first paragraph goes is this: a man must be prepared to give 100% to his purpose, fulfill his karma or dissolve it, and then let go of that specific form of living. He must be capable of not knowing what to do with his life, entering a period of unknowingness and waiting for a vision or a new form of purpose to emerge. These cycles of strong, specific action, followed by periods of not knowing what the hell is going on, are natural for a man who is shedding layers of karma into his relaxation into truth. That's pretty deep, man. That's really deep. And tell me what that sounds like to you, bro. Can you relate to that? Is it true? Is it false? What do you think about that?
No, yeah, Des. That's a good one right there. No, I really like this book, and if anything, just shout out to you for picking it up. I don't know who recommended it, but like you said, it's definitely a good one. I think it has to do with a lot of self-reflection. But for me, talks about being able to just let go of like the past things. Like I think in the Bible it say, when I was a child, I spake as a child. So now that that you're an adult, you have to kind of change things up. So sometimes that requires some attachments that need to be detached. So I think that's what it kind of explains to me, as far as being able to go into our full purpose, being able to let go. things that can't really go into the next transition.
Right, man. Right. Transitioning, finding out your purpose, it's not always cut and dry thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes a lot of time, it takes experiences. What do you think? Like, okay, as when we read on into the chapter, the author describes finding your purpose as a circle within a circle within a circle within a circle,
Ooh,
and your outer circle. I'm gonna read it in a second, but
yeah,
your outer circle is like when you're first beginning to try to do things as a child. You know, you see your father or you see some figure as a fireman. Oh, I want to be a fireman. And then, you know, you go through that phase and then you penetrate it more. And then, oh, I don't want to be a fireman now. I want to paint. I want to do that. I want to play basketball. And then, you know, you keep going and you just keep penetrating in until you reach the core of what your purpose is, you know. So, Jared, what's one of your earlier goals? Or okay, well, let me ask you this. Do you know your purpose? Do you know your purpose in life?
it's a good one. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know what God has for me. I think it's like you said, a circle within a circle within a circle, right? And there's no
Right,
straight path, right? So I think
right,
just kind of going within those circles, the deeper I go is how I find my circle, But I think, like you said, I mean, it's never a straight path, right? So maybe it's like a maze almost. You know what I mean? You're going in and
yeah,
corridor and it's blocked. You go to this way, it's blocked. This way might lead you to something promising. So I think it's just no, I don't really truly know my purpose, man. I'm still trying to figure it out.
right,
Because
right, right,
I don't know what God.
right.
I'm I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, that's great, man. I'm trying to figure it out too. But some people have it already figured out, or at least they look like they do on the outside, but maybe
Yeah.
they don't. Maybe, maybe who's a famous actor you like? I don't know, Robert Downey Jr. He makes movies, but maybe that's not his purpose. Maybe that's just what he's doing now. Maybe he hasn't reached his purpose yet, which is crazy. But that could be the case, bro. Right now you have your own business, right? You love what you do.
Mm-hmm.
You love doing what you do. You this is your baby. You made it. You birthed it, and this is what you're doing now. But like, do you see yourself doing this down the road? Like, do you see yourself? Do you see is this Jared owning a business and starting a family? What's next for you, bro?
Um, no, good question. I think I think to be honest, this for me, bro. Um, the birth of Peppermint Locust Detail. The business was something.
What is? Tell us about that business real quick, man. What is it? What kind of business is it?
So for all who don't know, I'm Jared Cheek. I have a mobile detailing business and paint specialist. So that means, man, I'm going all over Colorado, detailing all kinds of cars, everywhere you are. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature, and just really really showing how to take a vehicle and I mean turn it just I mean taking I mean just turn it just making it really really just really shine bright and taking it to that next level. So that's just kind of what I do per se. Um, but if anything, man, I wanted to start this business in order to show this. This is going to be a funnel for me. I want to take this business in order to show like my family, my cousins. You know what I'm saying? My brothers, my sisters. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to show that generation that something else is something else is possible than kind of what they see around them. Because a lot of my family is still in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Well, majority of my family is in Georgia. And where we live at, we've never seen mountains and things like this in Colorado, or own businesses. That's not the narrative. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I was raised around. You know what I'm saying? So I needed to be that funnel. So, you know, I figured that Peppermint Locust Detail is going to be able to offer me to do that. And who knows, one day I may sell it, you know what I'm saying? Or I may just keep it and continue to have more franchises so that I can have one in Atlanta, have my family work for there, you know, something like that. But also too, you know what I'm saying? I think even now, just kind of going back what we first talked about, just allowing God to be able to let other things come into the funnel as well, you know, just in case, you know, other inspirations, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, again, just finding our purpose within the purposes that we think about. So I'm like, okay, cool, then I'll just keep on rolling with it. But again, just really being open. So just to kind of go back with that, I wanted to be a funnel for to be able to teach others, teach younger people, even teach people our age and older, right? You know what I'm saying? Because yeah,
Right.
it's important. But we're just teaching them that there is another way, that things are possible. You can go from living in College Park, Georgia to Denver, Colorado. You know what I'm saying? You can be a black person and go ski, you know what I'm saying? And do things like that, you know, which is that's the narrative, that the bridge that I want and have to gap. So yeah, so through this is a funnel for possible more business, just being open to what God wants to do in my life, but also to real estate as well. That's something definitely one I want to get into, man. I just love the thought of ownership and the thought of teaching others how to own things too.
Bro, that is excellent, man. Let me ask you this, dog.
Yes, sir.
What developed this mindset in you? You said most of your family is in Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
and like on the flip side, most of my family is in South Carolina.
Right.
And a lot of people don't think like you, man. You know, they don't think about starting a business and passing it along to families and
Right.
downward generations, and you know, being not an individualist, but you know, you're able to take care of yourself, not relying on other people to do it. You built that business on your own. You started that on your own. You know what I mean? So what circumstances influenced you to educate yourself on starting a business and basically just stepping away from, I hate to say this, but stepping away from your family and friends who just not thinking like you, bro? Like, take us through that process, bro, to get where you at now running your business.
Okay. So
I know that
like,
was kind of tough, but go ahead.
no, it's okay. I just have to, like, you know, it's just, you have to go back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I so I don't know about anybody else, but like I watched a good bit of TV when I was coming up, Des, and you know what I'm saying? I seen all these images, and one in particular was Dumb and Dumber. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen Dumb and Dumber, like well, it was just this one part when they went to take the briefcase back to Aspen, right? And at that
Yeah.
point, I've never seen that much snow in my life, you know what I'm saying, but on like TV. So I had all these visual things, you know what I'm saying, like all these things that I just kind of kept in my mind that I was always curious about. And when it got down to the point that I just went ahead and made it happen. And when it comes to the business side of things, I've always really kind of thought about how it worked, but where I'm from, it just wasn't really offered to me. It wasn't really nobody was teaching me about business at all. So I guess what made me kind of curious is just seeing other people's business. And then I started listening to motivational speakers, and then you start hearing talking about the possibilities of business and this and ownership and da 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 da. And I'm like, wait, where have I been? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? Like, I can own it? I'm like, why? And then I started going down the whys, but you know, and I can do that all day. But you know what I'm saying, Des? It was just like, why don't I know about this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Why would this talk to me sooner? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, again, when it came down to ownership, ownership, like being my own boss, being able to take this and being able to show somebody else, that right there was just really important to me. If anything else, that right there was just really important to me about being able to build a business, and also let me point something out too, just being able to live in the gray. You know what I'm saying? That's something I've been talking about a little bit too. And basically, well, living in the gray is that point between how you start and where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? Just living in the gray. You know what I'm saying? And it's that point where things are uncertain. There's no directions pointing here about having to just make a decision and just praying and hoping and having faith that the next door was going to be open, which is truly scary. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, when I look back and be like, and I see that 9 to 5, I'm like, nah, I'm good. That's something that always can deter me. I can look back and I'm like, I never want to go back to that again. You know what I'm saying? Because of the possibilities of what this can grow to. You know what I'm saying? And for the possibilities of other two. So I really want to put that on my back. That's just who I am.
Right. Bro, that's fascinating, man. It takes a lot of courage to step out. You know what I mean? Like you said, the Bible. Abraham was living in an area by himself with his family, you know, but God called him out of that, you know. He called Abraham out of the norm to step into something new. And
Right.
that's on a certain scale, that's exactly what you did, bro.
You know what's funny? That's how I feel. That's how like Moses. You know what I'm saying, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
out. You know what I'm saying, to bring him back, and then Moses didn't want to go back. I have.
He went.
I do. Okay, I have no intention on going back home. Don't like being there like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I know that I'm gonna have to go back to do something. You know what I'm saying? To build something, to make something happen. That's how I feel. So like I feel like I had to uproot me out of that situation to go
Yeah.
take place to polish me up, or just to show me some things in order to take back to the people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's
Yeah.
exactly how I feel, man. It's crazy that you say that.
Yeah, man. It's excellent, bro. That is excellent. Thank you for sharing that, bro. And I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. I do have a few things I want to talk about with you while I got you here. My man Fernandez said something in the comment. I hope he's still watching. He said,
Mandy.
he said, I think open your purpose opens another purpose and helps others find a purpose. Well,
Wow.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
I agree with that, Fernandez. And speak on this too, Jared.
Yes, sir.
You finding out your purpose is going to help someone find out their purpose. Just like when you just told me, when your family and them are not doing any entrepreneur things, they're not building any businesses, you still were able to see other people run a business, conduct a business, have employees, do the whole nine. You still were able to see that. You know what I mean? And they may not know it, but just them doing them influence you to do you. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So that's a great comment by Fernandez there, man. So Jared, let me just read this next paragraph, and I want you to talk about this as well.
Yeah.
Real quickly, it says here, it is easy to feel disappointed by life. Success is never as fulfilling as you think it's going to be. But there is a reason for this. Successfully completing a lesser purpose doesn't feel very good for very long, because it's simply preparation for advancing toward a greater embodiment of your deeper purpose. Each purpose, each mission is meant to be fully lived to the point where it becomes empty, boring, and useless. Then it should be discarded. This is a sign of growth, but you may make a mistake, but you may mistake it as a sign of failure. And what that means, I think,
Wow.
look, I used to love training people. You know what I mean? I used to write up training programs, hit people up, meet them one-on-one, train them online, do all that.
Right.
And that was fun. Right. That was fun for me for a while. I love doing it. And in a way, I still kind of do. But after a while, I lost the fire to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not as fun. It seems more of a burden to me. But according to this paragraph here, it spoke to me specifically when I read it, because I would look at that as like a failure. Like, man, I gave up, bro. I gave up on that. I should have never gave up. I should have kept trying and kept pushing it. But now I'm running the podcast. I'm doing this weekly. You know, I'm posting motivational stuff online. I'm not trying to make this all about me. I'm gonna switch it back to you in a second. But like, it's just these little things that we try are not necessarily failures. You know, they're just building blocks to get you where you are, you know, ultimately going to end up being down the road. So my question to you, Jared,
Yes, sir.
what is something before your car business? What's something that you started that you gave up on, let go, see as a failure, but you now looking back, see it as something that got you where you are now?
Like building blocks. Um,
Like, what's something you start? I know peppermint locust wasn't the first thing you had going on, is it? Or the first thing you're running by yourself? Is it not?
yeah, peppermint. Yeah, peppermint was definitely like, I mean, official business. But I mean, if anything, if we go back, man, I used to sell candy back in high school. So I don't know if that's something to go back to. You know,
Hey, it's something, bro. I mean, you trying to make it. It is a business. You got a product. You want this, you know, trade it. So it's a business, man. It's a business. But
yeah.
go ahead, man. Elaborate on that more.
But no, I remember, you know, sold candy back in the day, and I think the building blocks there were to just to be able to learn about when you can sell candy and in between periods, not during class time. You know what I'm saying? And anytime we would get caught, and because it's like, damn, they're gonna take all our candy, and you know what I'm saying, and now what we're gonna do. But it's, you know, you have to take it as a stepping stone. But I mean, that's even pertaining to life. You know, life. I mean, it's about perspective, right? Perspective, perception, and we can look at plenty of things. I mean, when it comes down to now, I'm starting to get back into boxing, those building blocks and those stepping stones. And if I can't do the entire workout, like, dude, I see some of the stuff. Y'all be at Bonnie and Clyde, be like, hey, we're gonna do these many 500 jumping jacks. We're gonna start about with 80,000 push-ups, and then we're gonna have about 37,000 sit-ups. And I'm like, that's just a
And that's the warm up. That's the warm up. That's not even the workout, bro.
so
Yes, sir.
and it's like, you know, sometimes, you know, like I can't, it's hard to get through those workouts, you know what I'm saying? And but I have to put into perspective, especially if I'm just like getting back started, that it's okay, you know what I'm saying? And to know that and take it as building blocks, I think it's a sign of maturity. And again, you have to be thinking about these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can easily be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is a failure. This is not going to lead me to that. And even not be open about the open doors. Because if you think about it too, the open doors are revealed at the times where it's most like bitter and sour, right? You know what I'm saying? Like my first customers for Peppermint Locust Detail came in at the times when I had like put it like it wasn't at the times when I was like posting a whole bunch of stuff. It was at the time when all those seeds had been sown and watered, and it was at a time of peace. And then the customer would be like, "Hey, do you do such and such?" I sure do. When you want me to come right now? Yeah, I'm here. You know, and that's exactly how it was. So, but I think Des, it's such a mentality. It's such a mentality. It's a process that has to be worked on each and every day, and which can definitely be tough to do. But yeah, man, I'll answer the question. Yeah,
No, yeah, you did, man. And like you said, bro, those opportunities come when you least expect it, bro. Like I spend hours and hours. Well, back when I was training, spend hours and hours editing videos, recording myself working out. You know, even reaching out to people. But when I'm just chilling, relaxing, you know, taking a break from all that, that's when, you know, you get the messages, you get the phone calls, you get all that, man. So you just got to be flexible to when the opportunities come, man. And when they come, you got to be ready to pounce on that, man. So I'm proud of you for, you know,
Appreciate it.
sticking with it, man. And then when your business did come, when your customers did come, you were ready, bro. You were ready. You know, it was you were down, you were tired, but when the customer called, you were up and ready to go, man. That's how we gotta be.
Well, let me share too, Des, like, and just telling them
Uh-huh.
there, people, kings and queens out there, if you have an opportunity to start, even you, Des, if you have the opportunity to start a business, it's not going to be peaches and cream all the time. It's not going to be, not all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be all bad all the time. But sometimes, just like in life, those bad moments can take on a myriad of longer than they should. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes,
Yeah.
if anything, kind of going back to your point, like those building blocks to open up other doors. Like, I think there was one point where I was a detailer 1.0, right, and that's just kind of like a basic thing, and I knew where I wanted to go, but I had to continue to knock on doors just to see if it was the right thing to do. So I had to advertise different ways, right? And I put out those advertisements like how you did, right? Like, you advertise just a little bit different. You went and asked people to participate in such and such, and in those videos and whatnot, right? And I had to advertise. I had to put myself out there, and then it doesn't come. It doesn't. You don't get back what you think is going to happen, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, a lot of those times I could have got doubtful. I could have been like, you know what I'm saying? This is just not working. But again, that's where sheer faith, that's where hope, that's where belief, you know what I'm saying? It has to come into play. And you have to know it's going to work. But and that's really just a test of faith. It's just a test of time that you have to get over. You know what I'm saying? In order for that next thing to reveal, exactly like Fernandez said. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, I always get told to, and this is hard for me too, is just take the next step, and then the next one reveals, right? But me, I'm like, well, what if this is not the right step? Like, what if this step is in water? Do I have on the right shoes? What if it's in sand? Do I have on this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get so into my head that I don't do anything at all. So those building blocks now, just to kind of answer your question from back then, those building blocks now have allowed me to just roll with it and just.
Are you still there, Jared? Looks like we lost signal. Man, that was getting really good. Uh, looks like we lost signal here. We gotta try to get them back. Hopefully we can get them back. Oh, he left. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties, but I'll see if we can get him back on in a moment. But like he was saying, man, it's never going to be easy trying to reach your goal or trying to complete your purpose. Like, it's never going to be easy. If it's worth doing, it's going to be problems, it's going to be issues, and things are never going to go smoothly. To his point, we're gonna try to get him back in here, but I'll just keep going till we can get him back in. Fernandez, if you're still on, man, I hope you're doing well. I see you left another comment. Every success and every failure teach you the lessons to become the person you will ultimately become. I think that's your biggest purpose in life, to learn yourself and grow and water others to grow. That is excellent, man. That is excellent. That's exactly what we're put here to do. Well, some people are put here to plant seeds. Some people are put here to water seeds. But some people are here to encourage others. Some people are here to make opportunities for others. Man, we're all here for our own specific purpose, and it's not going to be fun all the time, you know. And just because something doesn't work out for you does not mean it's a failure in your life. It does not mean that your journey is over. So we have to keep pushing. Quote of the day. Yeah, that was the quote of the day, dog. If I had a trophy to give you, I had to give it to you. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that, bro. But you're right, man. It's the truth. It's the freaking truth. Like, you gotta you gotta do that, man. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep going. I think my boy Jared's gonna come back on if I can get him back on here. I really want him to finish that quote before we leave today. Well, whoever's watching right now, thank you for watching, for staying this long to watch. We have some technical difficulties, obviously, but I think we're getting them back.
Phone
Yo,
down,
you good?
man. I apologize.
Phone down. Good. No, boy, you all right, man. You all right. You was out. If you can remember what you were saying, man, I want you to finish what you were saying because it was really great what you was getting into.
Oh, jeez. So, yeah, man. Well, I mean, I think what you were saying was really good too. I was listening to you. I was gonna go back on
You know
that.
what I mean?
I'm about to be in the comments.
In the comments. That man was just on here. Now he in the comments.
Bro,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
I just posted it right now. I was gonna be like, oh, this is good. This guy's good. But I think, I don't know, man. What God is putting on my heart, man, is just um, the mindset, the building blocks. Just like people in the comment are saying, is just, you know, knowing that one step is going to reveal the next thing, and really having to trust and believe that everything is going to be all right, and be able to live in the gray area. Again, that's just something that I'm still learning how to do, and letting go, you know what I'm saying, and just working, you know what I'm saying, kind of like you do, man. If anything, congrats on your third stripe on your belt, you know what I'm saying. And I know that you're like thinking about it, but I remember your coach, your sensei saying, like, he was like, no, we'll take care of you, we'll take care of you. And like they surprised you, bro, you know what I'm saying. But it's because you're just going in and putting in work. You're just putting in work and putting in work, which is, and we need to be like that in order to get those things, because that's when God, I mean, and those blessings pop up again when you least expect it. So nowadays, I just want to say for people out there, and even for myself, is just to keep making those decisions in faith, in love, in whatever is driving us towards, and be open to other possibilities out there as well.
Amen to that, bro. Amen. I appreciate what you said, man. You, sometimes, sometimes you shouldn't expect the award. You just
Right.
go to work, you know, and do what you are good at, and the recognition, the pat on the back, all that comes naturally. You know what I mean? As long as you're doing, as long as you're showing up, and as long as you're doing the work, man, that is great. One last paragraph, bro, and I'll let you go to enjoy the rest of your Sunday. It says here, when your vision comes, is what it's talking about. It usually won't be a detailed vision. You will probably have a sense of what direction to move in, but the practical steps might not make themselves clear. When the impulse begins to arise, act on it. Don't wait for detail. Learn by trial and error. That is what we are to do. And man, I agree with that wholeheartedly, bro. And especially, I don't know how you get your inspiration, but I want you to talk about this. But as for me, it's like I get a dream, and then sometimes I just get like a hunch of what my next move should be.
Wow.
But the thing is, I don't always act on it. My problem would be discerning, is this hunch coming from me? Is it coming from God? Is it coming from something else? You know, it's trying to figure out where that is coming from.
Yes, sir.
But nothing will get done at all. You can have all the visions in the world, but if you don't act on anything, then nothing's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not a clear step-by-step guide of what your purpose is or what your vision is, if you don't do anything, nothing's going to happen. But
Yes,
what do you think about that? What do you think about that, Jared? How do you get your inspiration? What does it feel like? Do you see visions? Do you dream dreams? Take us through what motivates you to make a move.
I think the motivations, that really help me make a move, man, is, you know, when I'm getting my mind now, is just really my daughter. That's like the first thing that I think about, you know. But even like you said, that's something that I'm still struggling with now. It's like, okay, God, are you giving me this vision? Like, I mean, like, and it doesn't, to me, it doesn't come through me in a dream per se, but I daydream. I'll just be walking and I'll see things, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if anybody, maybe people can drop it in the comments, but like if you ever just sat there and just stared at something for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I'll sit there and just like stare off into, I don't, they call it staring off into space or something like that. And I feel maybe God might be tugging at my heart. Or when he tell me to, hey, call Daz. You know what I'm saying? See what he's doing, right? I think, and I think the discernment comes in that is the alignment with the word. And I have to think about that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I have to know, I'm like, okay, God, are you, again, like how you say, like where's this coming from? I'm like, okay, well, what is it filtered in? Is it loving? Is it caring? Is this a peaceful decision? What's attached to this? And that's kind of how I discern it for myself. And I think that's just, I think, dang, lost my train of thought there. But again, I'm still learning this. I'm still, even when it comes down to business. But I think the acting on it has to really comes with, I think you were talking about trial and error. And, for my people out there, definitely drop in the comments what y'all think about it as far as when it comes down to trial and error. But me, I have to get comfortable with error. I have to get comfortable with failure. I have to get comfortable or being okay with not being good at this right now. You know what I'm saying? Going back to starting a business. You know what I'm saying? Back in 2019, Des, it was just like, I don't really know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having the traction that I feel like I should have right now. I did a lot of people watching at that time, right? So I'm looking at the detail geek. This guy has like 65,000 views every single day, and I'm comparing it to myself. Well, really and all is truly, he's probably been doing it a lot longer than I have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not taking it into account. And then also too, let me put this out there too, because I get told this all again too. Is I forget about where I started from. I forget about the blessings already. We forget, or I mean, personally, I forget about where God has already taken me through. So I have to know in my mind that this is not something that He can't take me through, and then I have to trust in that. So really, man, for me, it's getting back to the foundation. It's getting back to the foundation, and trusting in that hope that even in failure, I'm still overcoming. You know what I'm saying? Even in this thought process, I'm still moving forward. As long as I'm, inviting God in and being open to those things, then I feel like I can't go wrong. But that's tough. That's not something that I can just automatically wake up and do. It's like working a muscle. That's something that I have to get up and like make sure, like, okay, I'm in alignment with God. Okay, not to reach for my phone first. You know what I'm saying? Not to to pray, to take time for myself first, to drink water first, which is, and most of the time I'll be like, nah, man, I want to reach for my phone because I want to see what's going on. I might not want water. I might want cookies. I might want something else. I might want to feed my own, you know what I'm saying? Like to get away from those things. So yeah, I think it's just a constant workout effort. Especially, and then keeping again, you are the five most people around your circle, so to keep people like yourself to learn from you, seeing you do what you do, you strive to strive how you strive, it motivates me, it helps me to keep pushing on too. So I mean, those were all kinds of sources right there, but I need them. I need I can't do without y'all, and y'all too in the comments. I can't do it without y'all too. How y'all family? We here. I love this. This is what keeps me going forward. It's really that. I get a jolt off family. I'm sorry, Des. I can go. I can go, Des.
Bro, this is good, bro. You're making the show right now, bro. If this is why I wanted you on, man. 'Cause I know you were going to get into it and you was going to spill this type of energy.
Yes,
And this
sir.
is what King Talk TV is about, man. We're about spreading knowledge, wisdom, love, peace, understanding, all that, man. That's the intangible qualities that humanity needs,
Yes, sir.
and this is the type of energy that we need to spread, that I love to spread, and that you love to spread as well, bro. So what
Favorite.
you're doing, what you're saying is absolutely true. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. And even though right now it's just three of us in here, me, you, and Fernandez, we are all experiencing this energy. We're going to take this energy and spread it out to whoever we come across to today. And it's just going to be a continuous thing, bro. It's a beautiful thing. Just because, bro, we don't see how we impact people's lives doesn't mean we're not impacting people's lives. You know what I mean? Just because we don't see it. So you are definitely doing that, man. And I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate all
Appreciate
what you said, man. All
you.
what you said. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. But nah, I mean, like I keep telling you, like this is such an amazing platform. You know, just wait, just wait. I mean, these are just seeds being planted. Like, I mean, if you look at it, like I was looking at somebody's page the other day, and if you look at like when they first started up things on YouTube and different conversations, like they only got few likes, a few views, but it wasn't until like they started getting known, and then like as the videos went on, like they started getting all this notoriety. So I just in my heart, just like I told you when you came onto the apartment, bro, I know that you can see in me like what, and I can see the same thing in you, and you just keep on with you and God, for Fernandez, you too, like all of us. And yeah, even though the numbers aren't saying it, like we are impacting people's lives. That's why God is allowing this to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like, again, just how it was for my business. God had to prep me. I didn't know really what was going on. I didn't understand, but he had to prep me first. He's like, Jared, hold on. I'm not just finna. He's like, son, I love you so much. I'm not finna put a whole bunch of customers on you and overwhelm you. Like, you my son, you my baby. Let me feed you first. I got you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? And if you show proof of what I'm giving you, then I can give you a little bit more. I give you a little bit more. Oh, you multiplying my seed, you take care. I can give you a little bit more and a little bit more. And we have to just trust that and believe that. But no, I think this is going to be amazing. This is only a stepping stone. Again, like I was talking about, these are building blocks. These are stepping stones. Now we know how to conduct a foundation of King Talk TV. This is exactly what this is about, and this is what God wants for us to do. That's how I feel in my heart, because it's not nothing malice. It's not nothing crazy. We're just trying to inform people and just uplift brothers kind of like ourselves and everybody out there. So no, I believe people still see this, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you talk about it too, like, again, I could just go on and on, but I'll end with this I call it the domino effect, right? It only says us three, but it's just not us three in each other's lives. You're going to go back to your family. Nana's going back to his family. I'm going back to my family. And that radiates throughout right there. You know what I'm saying? It's the unseen. It's the unseen and the gray. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, not the radiating, like the end goal and the balloons and the confetti. It's about just the thick of it and what's happening on the inside. So yeah, man, I think it's just the domino effect, and we just affecting people, and those numbers are gonna show in due time.
Bro, God bless you, man. That was beautiful, man. I'm glad to know you. I'm glad you're my friend.
I was
And
playing this.
Fernandez, man, Fernandez, bro. I haven't even met Fernandez in person, bro. And he supports me harder than my own freaking family sometimes, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
bro. Dad, likewise, like I can't sit here and tell you, like, I mean, and that's a whole nother podcast, if anything. That's a whole nother show.
yeah,
But dude, like I can't tell you, like, I mean, you and we barely know each other. You know where we met? We met at the top of the mountain. That's how I knew it's divine. Don't let me get
that's how you know it's real.
started. Go. So go, man. Don't let me get
Real,
started up in
boy.
here, bro.
Real
I
talk, man.
knew, bro. That's how
So
it is.
you
That's
already
how
started, bro.
y'all what I have. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man. Right. Bro, man. Thank you, bro, man. This is probably the best episode we done, and I gotta have you on again, man, because you're the perfect guest, bro. You're the perfect guest. you helped me do the show today, and I really appreciate you taking a little bit of time out your day to do that for me, man. Oh yeah, Fernandez said we need a 3-way episode. Yeah, bro, we got to do that. We'll organize that. Actually, next week, I'm interviewing your homeboy Fernandez. I can't remember his name, but it's going to be a really deep conversation for next week as well. Hopefully, if it happens. But we're going to end it right here, man. Jared, let the people know how they can contact you. You have a mobile car detailing business.
Sir.
Let them know how to get in contact with you, social media, YouTube. Put it out there, bro.
All right, yes, sir. If anything, man, first, let me just say, man, thanks to God. I really just appreciate just anointing this whole conversation and everything that we got going on as we just go out and just be better men, be better people, be better examples each and every day, and we still working. So shout out to you, Des. Shout out to you, Fernandez. You guys are just wonderful individuals, and I pray that you guys continue to do these wonderful things and many things in your life. But my name is Jared Cheek. I am the owner of Peppermint Locust Detail out here in Colorado. Not the final stop, but it is a starting point. So you can reach me at Peppermint Locust Detail on my Instagram, Peppermint Locust Detail on YouTube, and then also Egyptian Sphinx 47. I mean, that's my personal page, so you can always reach out to me there. But yeah, I'm trying to be all over the place, man, and just really yeah, you just really be able to, I don't know, implement what I learned into everybody else, man. So no, this is just a wonderful thing, Des, and whenever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see this thing go to the moon. Like, that's who I am. Like, and it feel like it's a blessing and a curse, because I'll sit there and I'll root for somebody, you know what I'm saying, and I'll leave myself, you know what I'm saying, like, to the side. You know, as long as I can take you to 100. As long as I can get you there, like, I will not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that guy that wants to see you go to the top. So whatever I can do to help, man, I'm with y'all, and just God bless y'all, man. And I'm just grateful for being here, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. And I see you, Fernandez. Hey, Fernandez said he gonna hit you up, man. He always up there in Vail, though.
I know we gotta go there.
Hey, oh, you go through there? Okay.
I've been to Vail before this. We gotta go up there, bro.
Yeah, we gotta go up there, bro. We're gonna have to do the show up there in Vail one of these days coming up. That'll be nice. That'll be nice.
I'll go.
That'll be nice.
That would be.
Hey, again, man. Thank you for coming on, Jerry. I'm gonna let you go, bro. I know you got a busy day today. This your boy Des the King. I'm gonna leave all the links down in the description below. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give us a like, subscribe. This is a weekly podcast, King Talk TV. Follow me at Des the King. Follow my boy Fernandez as well too. He straight up OG gangster in the MMA world. And that's gonna be it, Jared. God bless you, man. You have a good rest of your day. We'll talk soon, bro.
Yes, sir, absolutely, man. God bless, man. Des King. Y'all take it easy.
Peace.
Yes, sir.